on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, after all the turmoil in New Orleans last season, there's fresh air in the Big Easy. The Pelicans.
They are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ingram.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been in the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Here we go. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Levine is out there with B, and it's Carter in at the 5. And for New Orleans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Favors is out there with Brook Lopez, and it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And tonight a matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast, and they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for a coach, is to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual one.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh, yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
Here's B. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the strike in that last game.
Both good from the line that time.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
And the shot goes in.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Lopez. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah. Levine against Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3, and it's Lopez. And time on the assist by Holiday.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Here's B. The rebound by Holiday.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes light up. His shooting is just out of this world.
Chicago with the ball after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. No good from B.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
So at Chicago now, Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
And you can't let Levine get that kind of position. When he does, it is just too easy as he plays above the rim.
Now here is Holiday. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Favors can't get it to go.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. Well, you look at B, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
Okafor's checked in for Derek Favors. Holiday with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's B. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Pass to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. And it's sent back by Carter. Inside. Here's Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
And here are the Bulls now. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. B guarded by Holiday. Here's B. And that one hits back iron.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Can't hit that one. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Here's Hart. His last outing, he had 8 points. And it's Ingram missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Lopez outside. Passes it to Hart. Poked away. Back to Lopez. Pass to Hart. Got a hand on it.
And blocking shots, mostly about will and desire. Markkanen showing.
Here's Ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Wendell Carter. B out there with Levine. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Blakeney in its small forward. And it's sent back by Carter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. B in that last game against the Mavericks got the job done. He scored 45 points. And as we've come to expect from him, spent a lot of time at the foul line. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, the qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. Second, the Pelicans.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. And here is Ball. Out to Ingram. Lopez inside, guarded by Porter. On the wing, Holiday. Shot clock at 6. That shot missing. And the Bulls going the other way now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
An interconference matchup. They face these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
That is a vicious dunk from Holiday there. When you give him room to run, he can take off just like that.
B, he's covered by Ball. No good from B.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
.11 left here in the second. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Nice D from Porter.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Levine passes to B. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Ball, the bounce pass. Holiday against Levine. Holiday attacking. Count that one. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. 16 seconds left to play here in the half. 5 on the clock. Now the pass to Ball. Launches a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been up. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Brook Lopez is out there with Favors, and it's Ball in at the point guard. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. And the Pelicans with the possession. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's Holiday. And no good that time. Nice D from Levine. Here's B, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, you stood up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
Lopez dishes to Ingram. 14 feet away. And the dunk by Lopez.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
B. He's covered by Ball. No good from B. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside Holiday. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. B. The pass to Carter. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Ball with a wide open look. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight, and the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense.
And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Clock at 6. Down low, Okafor uses the glass to finish the layup. Okafor's got 10.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Markkanen kicks to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's B. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. B's got 10 points here in the second half. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Yep, it counts.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Antonio Blakeney's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Here's Hart, guarded by Levine. Hart, that's good.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
From deep. The shot, no good. And so it's Chicago, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. They've got Levine. He's out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Felicio in at the 5 down low. Here's B, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jahlil Okafor. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual playoffs mean and the competition raises and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a midseason tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. Here's B. Porter dishes to Markkanen. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at B. He's not too far away from his spot in the starting five. A lot of votes have been coming his way.
And even if he doesn't get the fan votes he needs to become a starter, you have to believe he'll be a part of the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Favors passes the ball. And another three for New Orleans.
That gives him his second three of the half, a three total for the game.
Taken away by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ball's running. It's tipped. They retain possession. And that one's good. Ingram. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. B guarded by Holiday. Here's B. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Pelicans trail by 18. To the paint, here's Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Chicago calls timeout.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. B, he's covered by Ball. Here's B. Okafor grabs the miss. New Orleans with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Jacks up a three. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
And free throw good from B. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Pelicans trail by 15. Holiday, no one around him. No good on the three. Bulls have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to B. Takes a three. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Pass to Favors. Over Porter. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Bulls leading by 15. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
2 points. That one goes.
And the height of Ball really allows him to finish over the defense. Even when you make contact, he just seems to power through with his size. And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen.
I'll tell you.
Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now done. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? What the matchup is, you never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, it's Shaq.
Game ball. Got to give it to the guy who had it going all night long and picked us up when we needed it. Get up here, Che.
What? You heard me?
Nice work, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Coach.
That's it. Get it. Tell them.
Hey, man, I just want to say thank you, guys. I appreciate it, man. I'm humbled. I know how far I came. Thank you, Coach.